They don't even know what's coming for them.
Everything good, MP?
Hottest team in the land coming through.
Don't tell me y'all having a party without me.
MP.
What's going on?
Thank you both. We'll talk soon. Second half of the season's coming up. We want to finish strong.
Right?
Every moment matters. We need to be laser focused on our goals 24/7.
I'm right there with you, Coach.
Yeah, well, we all know what we're striving for as a team at this point, but we want to continue pushing you to develop your game as an individual.
Exactly. No matter how good you are, you can always be better.
I'm with it. So what are we going to do? We're going to choose another personal goal like we did first half?
That's right. Why don't you show them the list, Coach?
Pick a goal and we'll get to work.
I want to be the MVP.
You looking for those bright lights, huh?
Playing at the MVP level will help us get a title. In order to give the most to the team, I have to ask the most of myself first.
You have the ability. And the way you've been performing this year, you're worthy of the recognition. But that is a reward that is based largely on perception.
Well, it's a tricky thing. I get that.
Luckily, we know how to play the game. You show out against other MVP contenders.
And win games.
And we will do our part to help you get the media on your side.
All right, I'm with it. That sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment.
Just remember, every moment matters. Give everything you've got to this and you'll be rewarded.
You're on feet. Let's go.
This motherfucker just turned into a damn. That's my goal. This bitch turned into it. That's Luka and LeBron. I gotta whoop that shit. Last night.
to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, hindering the court recording and play. Spectators engaging in any such behavior are subject to ejection and possible discipline. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member. Thank you.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Kyrie Irving.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
And now the Los Angeles starters. LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then it's Alex Len. And it's Goodwin in at the 2 spot. And for the Mavericks, they've got MP. Anthony Davis is out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Lively in at the center position. This can be a time of the season when it's hard for players to keep their focus, Grant.
Oh, man, B.A., the buzz of a new season is behind you. The playoffs are a long way off. This is when a coach earns his keep, making sure his guys stay energized and focused.
It'll be the Mavericks off the tip. Irving against Doncic. Irving, the pass to MP. Left side, Irving. Over Doncic. And Irving, the bucket on the assist by MP.
Love watching Irving do his work in there. Kyrie's so good and crafty in tight.
And for an update on MP, let's send it over to Allie.
Brian, how about this one? MP and the legend LeBron James both in the MVP race. MP told me it's such an honor to be in that race with LeBron. I grew up watching him, and he's meant so much to this league. But legend or not, he's got himself a game tonight. Sounds like MP wants to make a statement, guys.
Thanks, Allie. A couple of great competitors right there. That's for sure. Now Los Angeles with it. It's a 3-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
Yeah, they made a lot of plays, and they were in it until the end. Just couldn't do enough to get the win.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it, so you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
Clark, what's incredible about LeBron, he makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
B.A., I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing, how he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman, and he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks and inspiring along the way.
Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Doncic with it. Irving picks him up. Pass to James. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
From the corner, LeBron so versatile offensively.
Now here's MP. A 29-point game for him in the win against Memphis.
And more impressive to me than his scoring was his playmaking. Really an all-around offensive clinic.
The Lakers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Goodwin. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Clock at 6. And it's Doncic missing. The Mavericks lead by 6. Here's Irving. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And Doncic has got the ball here for Los Angeles. This game against Dallas here, it's their first meeting of the season. Pass to James. shoots a fadeaway, and he gets the friendly
You know,
roll as
James
that
ain't
one
gonna
goes.
miss this dude.
James has got 5.
His overall size and strength really sets James apart from the rest of his peers when you think about his skill set inside.
All right, I'm told we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, joining us now with the latest news. Shams, what's the update?
Thanks, Brian. As the trade deadline gets closer, it's the Lakers front office making things happen. They've long known the value of veteran leadership, and that was the driving force from what I'm told about this deal from Mike Conley. He's been in the league for so long, and Conley has seen it all. Now he'll give them that court and locker room presence they felt was missing.
Always great to hear from you, Shams. Thanks so much. Oh, got that one up quick. He's got 13.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Now here's Doncic. Pass to Vanderbilt. It's James on the wing. There's a screen by Lynn. Second shot opportunity. It's rebounded by Dallas. MP outside. Here's Davis. Fires the 3. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Hart's got assist number 8 now on the night. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Now James. 17 points for him. Last game against the Rockets in Houston. Dallas leading by 15. Outside Davis. MP outside to the paint. Outside for Irving. Outside Hart. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Kyrie Irving has been on display for the Mavericks. Torching. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
So on the floor for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. LeBron James out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Shake Milton. Then it's Joe Ingles. And it's Conley in at the 1. Pure from three-point range.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Now here's Conley. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks, guys. The Lakers this summer signing first-time head coach J.J. Redick. He's a veteran of 15 seasons. The sharpshooter's rise in broadcasting had been meteoric. The Lakers really want Redick to be their long-term head coach, but the question, with an aging superstar in LeBron, how much patience will exist in L.A. for Redick learning on the job?
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Okay, Shams, thank you. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Grizzlies delivered quite a performance. He picked up 29 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. And he had a monster game that last time out. He'll try to match or even exceed those numbers tonight. That's got to be scary to face, Brian.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
McConnell, he's checked in for Davis. Lynn's checked in for Los Angeles. Goodwin comes in for Milton. Puts it up from 15. Hart can't hit.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now, here is James. He's got 6. They get it again. The three is up. And it's MP with a rebound.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Again, the Mavericks good for two more.
Tell you what, nice mid-range shot there from MP, and that'll open things up for him on the floor.
Conley passes to James. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue, but in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Lakers trail by 21. Conley passes to Lynn. Here's James, defended by Thompson. Pass to Finney-Smith. Conley looking for an opening. There's a screen by Lynn. A shot by Conley, no good.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
And MP gets it to go on the assist by Thompson. MP's got 8.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
For Dallas, Marshall, he's checked in for Washington. Exum comes in for Klay Thompson. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for McConnell. Vanderbilt's checked in for Los Angeles. Luka Doncic comes in for LeBron. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Conley passes to Goodwin. Irving against Conley. 6 on the shot clock. There's a screen by Lynn. The shot by Conley, no good.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little...
Good! Another from 3.
And that last 3 now ties him for the franchise record for most in a season. You know he's looking for that next one.
You talk about being locked in all year long. Next one sets the franchise record. What a season it's been for him. From behind the arc. Connects again from distance.
And he shattered the franchise's single-season high for three-pointers made.
Getting them up and connecting with high volume. He's been a flamethrower all year long.
Well, the precision with which MP shoots that thing seems supernatural, but it's all the result of long hours and a lot of reps behind the scenes.
Shot to stop the run. The Lakers with another miss.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And the Mavericks, another 3.
MP squeezing all that juice he can get out of that orange. What a night he's had.
Good shot.
And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. The 3 ball. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Dallas with an almost surefire victory here. Up 32 at the end of the quarter and dominating. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Poor communication right now. They've been out of sync offensively, and you can feel the frustration building.
Man,
They've been taking some wacky shots out there. Looking like Ernie out there.
Hey, easy. I got a J.
New topic. Fellas, we've got a number of strong contenders for this year's three-point contest.
Some really interesting names here. So many great shooters in the league. That said, I know who I would pick. Shaq?
Shaq Shadaba says you've picked the wrong guy, Kenny.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Kyrie Irving out there with MP. Then there's Derek Lively. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Marshall in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Now here's MP, tightly guarded. There's the three. Again, MP missing. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. You know, Clark, 2024 saw Anthony Davis make his return to the All-Star game.
And really, B.A., such a pleasure to see him back on the court, healthy and producing. That's not been an issue. The issue has been him being hurt and not being able to be on the court. But he's a perennial all-star when he's healthy and playing and doing exactly what he's done throughout his career at both ends, be a dominant center.
But you know, most of the time,
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Here's Goodwin, covered by MP. James passes to Doncic. Back up, and he'll call the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Goodwin, 2 shots.
Look, you doing the same. You doing the same to my squad. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear it.
2 shots.
The first one falls. Washington's checked in for the Mavericks. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Mavericks have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this 3rd quarter. Hart from long range. James with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Driving it.
What a throwdown.
It could have been.
Man, I like seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. MP looking around. Lets the 3 fly, and again for 3.
And with every triple, he comes closer to the single-season crown.
And you know he wants it. He's been drilling threes all season and is well within striking distance.
Well, Curry's high mark of 402 is so far ahead of the rest of the field, but he's got a good chance to come close to it the way he's been shooting.
From deep. Rebounded by LeBron.
I know why.
Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. Pass to Goodwin. The 3. Washington grabs the miss.
That's why I keep missing.
The Mavericks have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third.
Damn, I shouldn't sit out here.
MP outside. Sends it home from three-point land. Hart's got 12 points now in the quarter.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Here's Goodwin. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got 5 rebounds in the game. MP outside. There's the triple. And Dallas hits again from deep.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
James
That
outside.
is great.
Looking to win the run. Mavericks with a rebound.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that
like,
lead.
when I can
From
control
deep,
the squad
MP.
who I want.
And the three-pointer goes. MP's got 18 points in just the second half.
Hey, everybody's got a
I can
3-shot
control the
now.
squad to
MP's
get
is
who I
looking
want.
really
I'm gonna try
nice.
to get Luka back, right? Nigga had me and Luka. Then also,
There's 57
I'm
seconds left to play in the third. Doncic outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Doncic has got 8.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Shots good by Hart.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
James against Washington. Here's Doncic.
There go Doncic.
And it's Irving with a rebound.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
MP shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. It's stolen by Lively. Here's Hart. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Outrunning the field, MP. He's got those young legs, folks.
James outside. Off the mark there with a 3. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. The Mavericks on top, running away with this one. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this.
Bring some of the young niggas in and cook y'all now. But they like, oh, it's not worth it no more. They cook, they're done. I'm like, yeah, I know. Yeah, them niggas is done. Niggas are not watching this.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive.
That's it.
In your opinion, how does social media affect the game?
Monumental ways. One, I think the most direct way is that it keeps fans connected to players, and players have the option as to how they're going to engage with their fans directly, player to fan without any middle person. And that is valuable both ways, except when the narrative turns negative. That's the other side of the coin. And when you say things publicly on social media platforms, it's impossible to retract them. You might be able to erase them, but they're still out there in the stratosphere.
And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. We'll see you next time.
That's what I'm talking about.
You want to go to state again? Damn. That's 10 jump shot packs. That's 3 had a whole bunch of packs. Well, technically, I don't need most of this shit, really. Right, ball handling. Rebounding pack, I guess. Let's do this in the steel. You know what? I'll wait till I get my shit back up. That's usually when I like to re-up anyway. My shots, my offense don't need boosts. It's probably gonna be my defense that needs boosts.
Time to warm up. Get ready to rock.
If you're not counting, they may have allergic itch. Apoquel is the #1 treatment for allergic itch. Veterinarians have trusted for over 15 million dogs. And it starts working in just 4 hours.
Do not use in dogs with serious infections. May cause worsening of existing parasitic skin infestations or pre-existing cancers and serious infections. Immunizations have been observed. Do not use in dogs less than 12 months old.
Ask your vet for Apoquel. Now available in a taste that you will.
Gives any hint that something alive waits just beneath. The stargazer, a fish with a name that contradicts its habitat, is one of the masters of this technique. Buried with its eyes and mouth pointed vertically, it spends much of its life in ambush. Unlike typical predators, it does not pursue. It lies in complete stillness, watching. Its mouth fringed with sensory folds,
Yeah, because he's faster with the ball. All you got to do is finish inside. Ball hand up, perimeter defense, drive and dunk. That's smart as shit. Yeah, they the best two options. The shot get boosted all the way to the max, basically. And then right here you can dunk and your speed goes up. Which I can't wait to get that motherfucker out of bench.
What's up, MP? Hey, MP. It's your world. We just live.
And we might be witnessing history again with MP tonight. He now has a chance to set the record for the most three-pointers in a single season. We know the current record, of course, is with Steph Curry. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Sharp out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Denny Avdia. Then there's Ayton. And it's Kamare in at the 3 spot. And for Dallas, Kyrie Irving is out there with MP. Then it's Derek Lively. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Marshall in at the 3. We are right in the middle part of a long season, GA. As a player, how do you stay engaged? How do you stay focused?
Kevin, this is where the grind can really catch up to you. Easy to start feeling complacent or check out a little bit. So you got to shake that off. And I tell you another thing, your coaches will play a huge role in keeping you engaged.
And Portland starts out with the ball. Outside, Avdia. Sharp against Hart. Kamara. Off target from outside. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Pelicans. Over in the corner, Marshall. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Marshall's got the first basket of the game for the Mavs. Out left to the wing. Pass to Sharp. Hits the three-point line.
Great at creating shots. Sharp did it there with that catch and shoot.
And the NBA is truly an international league. I mean, look no further than DeAndre Ayton, hailing from the Bahamas.
Well, you love that him and Buddy Hield carrying the torch for their home country. Ayton is actually the second first overall pick from the Bahamas, the first one being the great Michael Thompson.
Oh, gritty play by Sharp inside. Defense puts contact on the rookie, and he still gets it to fall.
Hart kicks to Marshall. Dallas moving it around. Pass to MP. Lets it fly. That's good from Marshall on the assist by Hart. Marshall's got his second bucket tonight.
But one thing that no team loves is a young, selfish player. Clearly, that's not who MP is.
Here's Kamare. Outside, Avdia. To the inside. Simons, the pass to Sharp. Misses from close range. For Dallas, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Davis dishes to Irving. Good on the triple.
And that is just money from Kyrie. He's so dangerous from outside the three-point line.
With the drive, and then Sharp with the dunk.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Craig, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Irving from long range. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Irving's got 6.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, guys, MP in the last time out against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He scored 40 points, and as we've come to expect, he filled it up from three-point range whenever he could. Those are eye-popping numbers he put up. Couldn't possibly top that tonight, could he? I'll find out together. Kevin?
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Three-pointer. Another 3 for Dallas.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Simons surveying the D. Over Irving. And it's Simons missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
It's good.
But has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter? He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Trailblazers trail by 9. Pass to Ayton. Sharp with it. But Trey. They get it back. Fires for 3. Abdi on the wing. A three-pointer, no good. Mavericks leading by 9. Out to the right wing. 3, Marshall. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. Portland's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. 6-second difference between the shot and game time. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Anthony Simons is out here to score, but boy, does he find all kinds of ways to torture defense.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Free throw good, Simons.
Simons really settling in to what he is in this league, and that is a microwave scorer that can come in and get buckets. Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Thompson in the corner. The 3. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. The Mavericks on top as they end the first quarter with an energy burst.
I think we need to get to version like 30.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. And one forward, Thompson. At the other forward, Washington. T.J. McConnell is out there with MP. And it's Gafford in at the center, locking down the middle. Thompson hammers it down.
That's a great sign. Clay up there and rocking the rim.
Hey, Brett, what's one area where we really see these Portland Trail Blazers excel?
Well, they're great on the offensive glass. They have presence on the inside. They have a ton of focus on just collecting rebounds. So great at retrieving those misses.
Clock at 6. McConnell against Henderson. MP grabs the miss.
Relaxed defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Pass to Washington. Hart kicks to Washington. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Here's K.I.N.G. Here's Henderson. And it's McConnell with the rebound.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Thompson and Dallas again with the bucket.
And that's what makes Clay an all-time great as far as shooting the basketball. Just step inside the three-point line, and he'll still hurt you.
Grant with a screen on McConnell. Henderson outside. Pass to Walker to halt the run. It's rebounded by Dallas. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins and looking for number 8 tonight.
Watching this team operate at this elite level, firing on all cylinders. The way they're going right now, this winning streak could go on for some time.
Count that one.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
Trailblazers trail by 19. It's Henderson on the wing. He's covered by McConnell. Oh!
Damn, what a dunk.
Oh, man. Scoot Henderson, an elite leaper.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Anthony Davis comes in for Washington. Marshall, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for T.J. McConnell. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Andre Ayton's checked in for K.I.N.G. Avdia comes in for Jabari Walker. Jaden Sharp's checked in for Jeremy Grant. And it's Simons in for Henderson. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. In the NBA, Kevin.
And again for 3.
Nails it and is now even for the record.
Hard to believe, isn't it? His next shot from range will move him into the top spot all time for threes in a season.
And he didn't come all this way just to tie the record. I can promise you that 403 is the goal.
Mavericks leading by 20.
Everybody getting hyped. They know I'm going to do it. Curry record, they know it.
There's 47 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
That's it. Curry
connects again from distance.
And who thought it couldn't be done? That 3 moving him into history.
You could feel it as soon as it left his hand. He is the king of the 3 and now stands alone at the top of the list.
And I didn't think anyone would touch Curry's record for threes, but here we are. MP has done the unthinkable. What an incredible season.
And a special moment here with MP to address the fans. And he's at center court.
You know, they say records are made to be broken. And this one was tough to get, but I did it. I can't even describe this feeling, you know? You work so hard staying focused day to day, and sometimes these big picture moments, they surprise you. And thank you to the fans for all the love and the support you give. There's still so much that this team wants to accomplish. And when this season is over, I'll be able to sit and reflect on this. But until then, thanks, everyone. And let's just keep going. Thank y'all.
Nicely put by MP. Sounds like family, Greg, really helped MP make this happen.
Yeah, shooting skills like MP's are a team effort. His family helped him develop some of the best mechanics we've ever seen.
And Simons. He's got the ball here for Portland.
Ah, shit. Hold on, y'all. I got the PP.
And the access to your room. One day, who are you?
Believe you, Huey.
He knows stuff about us, like no sense. Why would she like you?
Cause your granddaddy gives sweet love.
Now, what do you know about this woman?
Well, her name is Luna. She's Turbo. Her hobbies include pets, traveling,
And stealing from desperate old men. Watch when you go to sleep. I bet she have a gang of niggas up in here to rob us. Ain't it your granddad?
Is that some kind of new slang? Is that what hot people street? Is that what you call really hood? Why don't you give her a chance? We ain't American.
Neither of you.
defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And here's MP for three. Another miss by MP. Avdia, the pass to Simons. And that one is good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this.
Hey, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
Hey, folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight.
Yeah, their defensive effort uninspiring, like Kenny's acting career.
Oh, okay. I'm not even.
And let's switch it up. Here's a look at some of the possible contenders for this year's dunk contest.
The NBA has a lot of great athletes, but if you look up and down this list, you see some of the most athletic guys in the world.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
That bitch crazy.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the floor for Portland, Avdia out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Sharp. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the three. Simons finds Sharp. For three. And Fernie Simons, and that's good. Simons has got 7.
Simons says hello. Great answer.
We know, Brent, there are many roads that lead to the modern NBA. And Shaedon Sharp took his own unique path.
Yeah, Kevin, you could say that again. I mean, he was on the Kentucky campus as a player, but never participated in a collegiate game, and then all of a sudden finding himself at the top end of the NBA draft without ever playing a college game.
This one for three. Another three for Dallas.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Pass to Kamare. Back to Simons. Fires from deep. Mavericks with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
The three from MP. Buries it from three-point range. MP's got 9 points now in just the second half. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass.
They take 4 by the Killer Kong for wolf bitch to the Queen dead. Killer Kong, I said Killer Kong for wolf bitch to the Queen dead. I ain't know she was the Killer Kong for wolf bitch.
To Sharp. Ayton a screen on Hart. Just 5 to shoot. And Ayton throws it down.
And Ayton just up over the top at his size to throw that one down.
MP looking around. Rebounded by Kamare.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
Ayton a screen on Irving. Sharp on the wing. Misses the three. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. The three from MP. It's good from long range. MP's got 22 points.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. To the right side. Here's Ayton. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight.
This nigga didn't even stand a chance against Short.
Sharp against Hart. Fires the three. Another three for Dallas.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Ayton. Sharp with it. Ayton sets the pick for Sharp. 6 to shoot. The shot's good. Sharp's got 11 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The three from MP. Rebounded by Kamare. And here's Avdia. Ayton at the elbow. And it's blocked. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
Ayton.
The three from MP. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Here's Kamare. Nothing on the board. And it's Simons missing.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And here's MP for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Pass to Sharp. Now here's Ayton. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Kamare misses. For Dallas, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. From deep. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Portland's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Simons with the ball. He has 7. Pass to Sharp. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Sharp's got 5 points now in the quarter. And so it's MP making things happen for the Dallas Mavericks. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we're back. Last quarter, the record for most three-pointers in a single season was surpassed. It was absolutely incredible.
It really is. Even if we knew he was going to get there at some point, it doesn't make it any less unreal. No matter what happens in the future, this will always be one of the greatest. It has a big role to play in the expansion of the being made with the long-term view in
Cam ain't shit,
and it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. They've got Hart. Daniel Gafford is out there with Davis. Then there's Irving. And it's Marshall in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Mavericks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way too.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
Oh, God. Fucking Pam, yo. It just so happened to be Pam, huh?
Talk about when you first knew this record was within reach.
Don't worry, boys. I just want to have a friendly chat with your grandfather about honesty. No, Luna. I told you we should have shot that bitch. Oh, she's gone. Friendly chat with your grandfather about honesty. No, Luna. I told you we should have shot that bitch. Oh, she's gone. She's gone. She's gone. Yeah, she is. She's gone.
I just work on, playing hard, controlling what I can, and staying ready when my number is called. If I start looking at that record, it'll take me out of the flow with my teammates and have me not playing the right way. Joe.
So what's next? Do you try to break your own record or expand on other parts of your game?
Everybody lies. I love it when people lie to me. Didn't mean to care enough to spare my feelings. I heard you tell your friend I was crazy. Is that what you think? You think I'm crazy? It's why you wanted me to leave.
The sky's the limit, Joe. What's next is what I've been doing. Identifying what I can do to help my team win and doing my best to make that happen.
Your jumper is so pure, no wonder you're the best.
Yo, MP has more threes than anyone ever. Dude is the best shooter I've ever seen. Yo, MP has more threes than anyone ever. Dude is the best shooter I've ever seen.
This nigga. Whoa!
This might seem strange, but maybe I can come in and inspect the house. Inspect the house? Oh, jeez. Well, this is awful. I was spoken. It's just that I got an email from Huey this morning, and it reads, Dear Tom, my granddad kicked a woman named Luna out of the house, and she may return Yeah, I am so sure that's true. It's just that he goes on to say, yes, there's absolutely no chance my granddad has things up with this woman.
I see.
Blah, 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 blah. Yes, be careful, she's very dangerous.
I think it's time to do some laundry. That outfit smells foul.
This nigga has no fucking survival skills.
These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
And so she told a very, very, very sad story of love. I was raised in a broken and abusive household.
You go up there, fat bitch. Damn. That's serious, bro.
How you doing, MP?
Good, man. How about you?
I'm chilling. Check out this pregame buffet. They got some good stuff.
Nah, man. I try to eat light before the game.
They got a Mediterranean chicken wrap. It's light.
Mediterranean chicken wrap. All right, I'll check it out. But hey, any chance you want to trade jerseys after the game?
How would we play for it?
I'm all in.
That's what you want. I'm game. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward. And for the Mavericks, MP is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Davis. Then there's Derek Lively. And it's Marshall in at the 3. And Doris here at the halfway stage of the regular season. What do you think teams have to do to continue to improve?
Well, coaches love this question because what they talk about all the time is process, not skipping steps. Getting into the gym every day and being consistent with your habits. To me, there's no mystery to success, whatever we're talking about. The magic is in the work.
Now here's Williams, coming off a terrific game against Cleveland. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle, he can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
Sinks the tray.
Showing a good IQ for the game. MP feeding a guy ready to score.
Pass to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. And he buries his first look.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Now here's Lively. Outside Irving. And here's MP. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Here's Marshall. No good on the triple. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here's Dort. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Marshall. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Marshall's got 6.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Connects from downtown.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Hart. Irving for three. And the Mavericks, another three.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Hartenstein. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Hart with it. There's Davis with the three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rebound goes to Dallas. And it's now 11 consecutive wins for them. They are clicking right now.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor. Their depth has been apparent. This is a formidable team right now.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Pelicans really lit up the floor. He contributed 31 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Good stuff, Allie. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I think he pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
All right, let's now check in with Shams Charania, who apparently has news from Clipper Nation. Shams, what's the story?
Thank you, B.A. They're plugging in Paul George to this franchise, and with that, an enormous degree of versatility. With the ability to exploit advantages at 3 positions on the floor, this team just became a lot more dangerous. And George is an enforcer who also has increased his three-point shooting in the latter half of his career. He's going to be a good option when this team needs a bucket, and he can really help you win.
All right, Shams, thank you. Much appreciated. Davis finds Hart, 6 to shoot. And Irving, the bucket on the assist from Hart. Irving's got 5.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. He's checked in for Lively. Washington comes in for Marshall. And it's Thompson in for Irving. So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Harrison Barnes comes in for Chet Holmgren. Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And Mitchell subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
The Mavericks lead by 6. Outside Davis. Thompson outside. Back to Washington. Lets it go from deep. Good. And the assist goes to MP. Hart's got assist number 8 now on the night.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Now here's Williams. He's got 5.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
The 3 from Washington. Offensive rebound. Gafford finds Thompson. 3-pointer. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that 3-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And And so it's Dallas going into the break up 12. They've been fantastic pushing the ball. Fast break points a key to this lead. Back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor, a lot of the damage coming in transition.
Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Barnes is out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then it's Cason Wallace. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Williams in at the center position. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, it's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out. Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that.
Oh, love.
Off with the layup. The Mavericks lead by 18. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's offense the best you can get.
On the wing, MP. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Hart out of bounds at the Oklahoma City's ball. And with balloting underway, a chance to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting.
Well, it's so interesting to see where the players stack up right now.
And you look at Irving. He's being counted among the top 10 players in the Western Conference as votes continue to pour in.
I'm sure he's honored to have a spot on the list, but you know what he's really eyeing is a spot in the starting lineup.
And what a night it'll be. We'll keep you updated on the latest results during voting. Marshall, he's checked in for Davis. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for Wallace.
Being ready on the catch, such an important skill, and Luke Dort's confidence really starting to grow.
MP against Gilgeous-Alexander. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. Don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks. You know, so far, I'm pretty impressed with MP's attitude. He doesn't seem like a young hothead. He knows he's got a lot of work to do on his game.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And let's have a look at the current NBA scoring leaders. MP, number 1. Second is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Whenever these two are on the floor, there's a good chance one of them, if not both of them, will go off.
Here's MP. Second chance shot. Nice job by MP converting it tight.
What a quality possession. MP cashing in down low.
Pass to Dort. It's Barnes on the wing. Wiggins outside. This one for 3. Klay Thompson pulls down the board, and that's a foul called on Isaiah Hartenstein. That's his first foul. Lively, he's checked in for Dallas. Kyrie Irving comes in for Washington. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Jalen Williams comes in for Wiggins. Dallas leading by 15. And here's MP from outside. Connects again.
A nigga moment isn't necessarily over when you think it's over. It kind of hangs around like an unfinished business.
And in the case of the blind beating the dumb, security cameras from the Woodcrest Square Mall captured a fight between a blind old man and an unidentified assailant following a parking dispute.
It's just local news.
CNN has now confirmed that it was this man, Robert Jebediah Freeman, who got beat up by a slightly older, significantly blinder gentleman. Police aren't pressing charges against Mr. Freeman. They say that ass woman was punishment enough. We at CNN
Granddad, I don't think you should watch this.
From distance.
And that last three now ties him for the franchise record for most in a season.
They call this nigga Yada. That's crazy.
Granddad, you gotta ask yourself, would you really be better off if you had beaten up a blind old man in the street? It was a nigga moment, Granddad. Gotta let it go.
You know he's looking for that next one.
You talk about being locked in all year long. Next one sets the franchise record. What a season it's been for him.
Well, you're trying to answer the three, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
Takes a three. Good. Another from three.
And he shattered the franchise's single-season high for three-pointers made.
Getting them up and connecting with high volume. He's been a flamethrower all year long.
Well, the precision with which MP shoots that thing seems supernatural, but it's all the result of
This
long
nigga don't.
hours
This
and a
nigga
lot
logic.
of reps
This
behind the
nigga
scenes.
is smart as
The Doors
fuck.
Chet
His
Holmgren
logic
was one of the more
crazy
highly
as fuck
touted
right
guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was BA, and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor.
MP with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Hart from long range, sinks it from distance. Hart's got 11 points.
Yeah, very accurate shot by MP. He must have been drilling these since a young age.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Lively's got 4 rebounds now.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
And here's MP from outside, and Dallas hits again from deep.
MP is in a great rhythm right now. It behooves this team to just keep feeding this young guy.
Pass to Holmgren. Outside, Williams. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Hart from long range. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good again that time. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Hard against Gilgeous-Alexander. From outside the arc. Williams grabs the board. Dort outside. Pass to Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten a second bucket on the night. And so it's MP making things happen for the Mavericks. And he's already notched a double-double. He'll look to continue this strong play in the next quarter. We'll be right back after this word.
Hey, please direct your attention to this center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. Okay, just thinking about the shot.
Halftime is here. And what better way to tip it off than to analyze the latest news on the trade front?
I think PG-13 is going to be an outstanding addition. There isn't a team in the league that wouldn't be better off with this kind of two-way talent. High praise to the front office for getting the deal done and bringing a veteran superstar to their franchise.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Mavericks.
They've been...
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
I'm sorry?
Me, nigga. Niggas can't fight. The ornamental quickness to be a great fighter. That's why
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
And just halfway through this contest, he's already registered a double-double.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
Anthony Davis is out there with Derek Lively. Then there's Najee Marshall. Then it's MP. And it's Irving in at the point. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Dallas has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Hart's got 9 points now in the second half. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home. Out left to the wing. Holmgren, the pass to Dort. Williams with it. Will it go? They grab their own miss.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Hart can't hit.
Their first miss after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
And here's MP from outside. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Let's remember, this guy's got a 9'4" standing reach and a vertical that's ridiculous. Lively just getting to the rim.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No stopping him there. Wow. Jams it in, and he's fouled.
What are y'all taking me out for?
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Washington against Williams.
Fuck are y'all taking?
Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. And Grant, with the 65 games rule for player awards, it did seem there was a real reduction in load management.
Yeah, BA, and I liked it. The stars played more early on, but we also saw a lot of them get banged up by the playoffs. So it seems there's still a balance to be struck.
Dort, a screen on Hart. Gilgeous-Alexander against Hart. They get it back.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Mavericks.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And their efforts tonight pushed them to 41 wins on the year so far.
And with just one game left to play between them, they've captured their first 2 meetings of the year.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
I'm so impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Arch got 41.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Door to screen on Irving. Back to Holmgren. Can they get it? Drops in the 3.
And you can already tell Holmgren has an edge to his game. Gets the 3 right back. That's the competitive streak you need as a young player.
Connects again from distance.
All game long, the 3s have been... Nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.
Yeah, I guess you want this jersey now, huh?
Of course. It's time to pay up, Shay.
Lucky I'm a man of my word. Let's do it.
All right, good luck the rest of the way, bro.
Appreciate it, bro. You too.
Stay healthy. Yeah.
Colonel Stinkmeaner had no family and he lived a life with love,
Great win
companionship,
tonight, MP.
great pets. He was a horrible. Oh, the world was better off with him dead. Still, he was a ruthless, taking this man's life. Why you senseless? You killed his friend.
Towards the end of the 2008 campaign, the Republican Party terrified MPs.
Mommy ain't no real nigga. And look, rock. Washington was indescribable. It was just so amazing. And I got to meet him.
Was he everything you dreamed he would be?
Oh, yes, he was. And so much more.
Oh, yeah, I'm still down for the calls and shit. So I'm like, hey, I did my part, you know what I'm saying? I got the nigga elected, you know, time to get back to work, you feel me? Doing what Thought Nipperson do. Besides, the tight ass clothes cutting off my circulation.
Due conditions of my parole, I am unable to leave the country at this time. I am forced to remain here and express my extreme displeasure while in no way threatening the life of the president and his beautiful monkey family.
I ask you, Freeman, if you has any final thoughts you'd like to share.
Yeah. I'm tired.
That's why goddamn houses are four walls. See how roughing out the letters first helped us make sure everything fit.
Yeah, now niggas will definitely know I was here.
But as an artist, you must ask yourself, why should they care that I was here? Well, that's all the time we have for today. I hope to see you again real soon.
It wasn't me.
It's Riley is here.
Or maybe it was another Riley.
You dropped these pictures and you have paint all over your hands.
Riley, your PD is a serious crime. Now, as assistant district attorney, I'd have to arrest you and send you to jail. And you wouldn't want that, would you?
No, because I remember when you got arrested that one time and you was crying because you thought they were going to rape you.
I don't exactly remember it happening like that.
Yeah, it did. The way you was talking, they was finna wear that ass down.
Okay, so we're all agreed that none of us want to go to jail.
And then there was something about a salad or something.
Yes, salads. For dinner. They make you eat vegetables every night, and they're not delicious. At all.
Is the cop here for me or what?
Your brother got caught spraying graffiti on. Wait, why would he be here for you?
Louis? Fine. I knew y'all was gonna find a way to blame me for this. Go ahead. Say hello to the bad guy. But a white man told me to do it.
Wait a minute, what white man? What did he look like?
White? I just assumed he was in charge.
Why?
Because he was white.
And just what did this white man look like?
He had a... Who do I look like?
That's a solid
Speaking
team
in
out
rap,
there. You guys will have to bring it.
police.
Boy, you better work your mouth.
If you're gonna take me to jail, then take me to jail.
Tell the rebels I'll pay all the damages. I'll be soon.
Dunkin' Refreshers. With the caramel and flavor pineapple. All of these tropical strawberry dragon fruit intermediate for $3. That's refreshing.
Me? What is up with you? What was I doing? Your man strong emotional reaction. But I've always wondered, can an infinitely see any more than hurts emotionally? Is it possible to see something so bad that it actually hurts you physically? In other words, can too much black television kill you?
Keep it up, I'm gonna give you another. If we only television can kill you is absolutely preposterous. I swear,
Yo, I was thinking we hit that Korean barbecue spot after the game.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah,
Sounds
it's open.
legit, man.
It's open late, too. What's up? Everything good?
I'm guessing by the look on your face, you know what I'm here to talk about.
Somebody gonna fill me in?
Show 'em.
Oh, I know he didn't say that. About you? He about to unleash the dragon on that boy, I'm telling you.
Before we go unleashing any dragons, I would like you to seriously consider the impact your words will have on your teammates and the organization.
No. You just think about how your teammates are gonna love it when you call this dude out and you back it up.
You are an amazing player, clearly, MP. But some things don't work out that way.
They do if you're MP, okay? All due respect, Donna, my client right here knows how to compete.
Hey, just let her talk for a second, Patrick.
Okay, floor's yours.
Responding to something like this will put a target on your back. You are familiar with the concept of bulletin board material?
Of course.
Trash talk is fun. I get that. But when you make it public, it can fire up the other team. And it can anger your teammates if you can't back it up. You're a tremendous player, MP, but this is the NBA. Everyone is extremely talented, and some things don't work out the way you want them to.
Look. On the other hand, if you put that bozo in his place after calling your shot, That's something all teammates will love. Okay, look, I may not be in the NBA, but I understand the psychology of sports, okay?
And that's also true.
Thank you. So what are you gonna do, man?
Don't worry about it. I got this. I got it.
So we from that era though. Motherfucker want to talk shit. I was raised by Jordan and Kobe. This might not be a game where I score a lot of assists though. We'll take the humble route and do it, but if it's gonna be one of them ones and I gotta prove I'm the best, I might have to score like 60 on niggas tonight. Cause I do a lot of like passing the ball, but I don't think I'm gonna do that tonight. I'm responding back.
You know I had to say something to him.
Yeah, man, standing on business.
You already know, yes, sir.
Not what I would have done, but you are your own person. I just hope for everyone's sake, you can back it up.
It's not an issue, Donna. I got this.
If we lose, I don't want to see even one photo of the two of you at Korean barbecue. The optics would be horrible. Are we clear?
Yeah, MP, you sure you got this?
Don't even worry about it, man. You know I got this. All right, man.
All right, I'm finna go at this nigga.
I would watch nothing but black people on TV for 2 weeks to see if I suffered any adverse health effects. Physical and health illness.
Your blood pressure is fine. It's just good work, black people, and their overall mental health is excellent.
These were the rules. I was only allowed to watch TV featuring a majority of African American performers. Commercials included. Okay, legalize it.
Fans live for games like this one.
Maybe if you learn to draw on paper,
And the players getting themselves into game mode with the tip-off just moments away. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter, David Aldridge, on the sidelines. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Kyrie Irving.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. And I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Reed. And it's Vincent in at the point. And for Dallas, we've got Irving. Anthony Davis is out there with Derek Lively. Then it's MP, and it's Marshall in at the small forward. We're only around halfway through this very long season, GA. This is when the grind, I think, really kicks in.
Yeah, you think about the physical and mental toll this game takes on you. And I miss being out there, but, man, I tell you, it can be a while.
And now, let's send it over to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who has a report on MP.
Thanks, guys. Well, as everybody knows, MP and Anthony Edwards are locked in the battle for league MVP. I asked MP whether his approach would be any different tonight. He said that selfishly he wants to avoid the poster shot. But Edwards makes a habit of making the defenders look bad, both at the rim and on the perimeter. Well, let's not forget that MP has made his share of defenders look bad as well. Guys?
He has. Great story, D.A. Thank you.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside there to battle with him.
Well, known for being an exceptional defender, Gobert also has a good sense for when he should look to score.
Hart's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Outside Edwards. Unloads from 13. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. A 3 from MP. And again for 3.
And that last 3 now ties him for the franchise record for most in a season. You know he's looking for that next one.
You talk about being locked in all year long. Next one sets the franchise record. What a season it's been for him.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
How about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter? Connects again from distance.
And he shattered the franchise single-season high for three-pointers made.
Getting them up and connecting with high volume. He's been a flamethrower all season long.
And the precision with which MP shoots that thing seems supernatural, but it's all a result of long hours, and boy, how about the reps he's put up behind the scenes.
And here are the Mavericks now, following the 3 by Minnesota. Hart, that's good.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's Reed. That 3 off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
There's the steal. Vincent with it. He's picked up by Irving. Cans it from downtown.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
MP outside. We've got 150.
Damn it. I literally passed Luka.
A different look for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek
Luka not even the main boy
Washington
no more.
comes in for Davis. And it's Klay Thompson in for Kyrie Irving. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Alexander Walker's checked in. Another miss by Minnesota. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. We've been following their streak game after game, and right now it's up to 13 in a row.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced.
It's fantastic. I'm positive it wasn't the hooligans who spray-painted the Robinson's house. This is far too sophisticated. I should know. I'm an expert. Oh, if the Lord was here right now, he wants you to take care of yourselves and give me the money in the basket so I can take care of myself.
Okay, so 8 days in, and I don't know, I feel okay.
In the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, MP in the last time out against the Hornets was tremendous. He had 44 points, and as his team has come to expect, he was a major factor from deep. And those are big numbers he put up. Hard to match. But he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure they'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Mavericks leading by 3. Launches a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. MV's got 16.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We come back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
On the court for Minnesota, they've got McDaniels, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dillingham. Then it's K.I.N.G, and it's Garza in at the center position. 6 on the shot clock from past the arc. The shot by McDaniels, no good. Dallas leading by 6. And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
McDaniels passes to Shannon. McDaniels against Davis, and Davis sends it back.
A two-way star, AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions.
Derek Lively, he's checked in for Dallas. Dante Exum comes in for Klay Thompson. Miller's checked in for Minnesota. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And K.I.N.G gets it to go.
And that's K.I.N.G's biggest weapon offensively. He's a knockdown three-point shooter.
MV outside. Takes the 3. Oh, MP sinks the triple.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Shannon passes to Miller. Here's Alexander Walker, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Irving finds MP. From downtown, another three for Dallas.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Alexander Walker passes to Shannon. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the three of his own.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniel said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Mavericks lead by 20. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Ooh, they're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for our contestant.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise.
In terms of efficiency, they've been on point. Incredible execution. I love the way they're playing on both ends.
Yeah, they're piling up a massive lead, partly because they're not giving anything away. Now let's change gears and talk a little bit about all-star voting.
Right around this time, I would find out who my teammates were on the All-Star roster. Sadly, I was unable to play alongside Kenny. Sad for him, not for me.
See, that's unnecessary, Shaq. That is just unnecessary. Who's to say I want to be on your team anyway?
Well, you called me ugly earlier. You called me ugly earlier.
I never called you.
What are you talking about?
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
I'm in the 4 millions.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Great to see him playing up to his full potential. This will do so much for his confidence.
Derek Lively is out there with Davis. Then it's MP. Then there's Irving. And it's Marshall in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. MP deciding where to go with it. A rebound by the Timberwolves. McDaniel's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride. Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. A three from MP. Another miss by MP. Timberwolves trail by 19. Pass to Vincent. Lobbed up there for Edwards. Takes an alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, the athleticism Edwards has is off the charts. He makes those alley-oop catches look effortless.
You want to do all that?
A three from MP. Sinks the three-pointer. MP's got two now from beyond the arc in the third for Dallas. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. For three, Edwards. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Hard, that's good.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Slightly early.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Pass to Reed.
Put this bitch to bed and squad.
Here's McDaniels. Vincent the pass
He
to
getting his,
McDaniels.
though. What the fuck he got? 15 something? 14. He missing a lot.
Edwards with it.
They're not coming.
And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He finna dance like this, boy. Why you angles at?
MP outside. Off target with his 3. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
I'm learning.
Pass to Vincent. McDaniels, a screen on Irving. Vincent misses. Mavericks leading by 23. MP outside. From the arc.
Great.
Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the Timberwolves call time. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jared Lively. B.J. Washington comes in for Anthony Davis. Thompson, he's checked in for Marshall. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Here's Connect. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Yep, it counts.
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Thompson outside. MP outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. MP's got 15 points here in the second half. Shannon passes to Clark. Reed with a screen on Thompson. Here's Clark. Takes it inside. The Mavericks pull it in. It's Hart on the wing. Defended by Alexander Walker. They get it again. Here's Gafford. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gafford's got his first points of the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Here's Alexander Walker. The Mavericks pull it in. Gafford's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
MP's shot is
beautiful.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Clark outside. Will it go? The shot, no good. And so it's MP making things happen for Dallas. They kept going to him again and again. And he delivered with a monster quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Check my schedule. In the past, grandparents had complications later.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Which makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. On the court for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Reed. And it's Vincent in at the 1. And here's MP for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Hart's got 43 points.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the play.
And it's a great finish.
That nigga Edwards crazy.
Oh, my. Just a ferocious play by Edwards. Taking the contact, but staying committed to his finish.
Launches it. And again
hey,
for
fuck
3.
Hey, guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Time for third now. Most threes.
He did all that for what?
The points GA just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
46 points shorty. I'm gonna score 50 on you bitches.
Another game, another win.
So shot the fuck
Work
out.
tomorrow.
Shut the fuck up. My name is Opera, and I will be niggas you two until your grandfather retires. Your granddad picked me because I am a licensed zoologist. I have studied a variety of wild animals and the African male. I fought it most savagely. This is an opportunity to observe you niggas in your natural habitat.
Shout out my dog MP, man, giving the people what they want, man. Talking a little crazy, giving a little hot sauce, and still talking trash at the same time. I salute you.
Is that MP or MVP? Man's out here running the game.
Come on, man. You know how we do.
Hey, man, you keep this up, the whole world's gonna know how you do it. That trophy gonna be ours.
Ours?
Yeah, we're all a part of the team, baby.
Nah, come on, man. You know, I'm just playing with you.
Yeah, all right, man.
Thank y'all for sticking around and joining. Let's switch this shit up.